Hi, my name's Matt. I work for Swoop Patagonia and I've just returned from an incredible trip to Patagonia National Park in the Aysen region. The main thing I loved about Patagonia National Park is that the primary place you're going to stay is a lodge that's actually inside the national park itself. So as soon as you're in and staying in your accommodation, you are immersed in this landscape that is full of wildlife, it's full of diversity of landscape as well. It's a stunning region, a stunning part of the world. Staying within the park and actually living in the park is quite a surreal experience. You are constantly surrounded by wildlife. So between your accommodation, your room, and walking to where breakfast is served, you'll walk past Wanako. Anytime you're speaking to people in the restaurant or the bar staff, they're constantly looking out the windows trying to spot pumas because they'll come and they'll sit on the lawn outside the main restaurant. It's a truly unique and remarkable place. Within Patagonia National Park, there are 3 main areas, and each one of those areas, the landscape is diverse and truly unique. So you've got Yenimeni, which is all about rocks, Chacabuco Valley, which is about Lenga Forest and high altitude lakes, and Tamango, which is all about the Cochrane River. There is a range of activities that you can do within Patagonia National Park, and it is slightly dictated by the area that you're in, although you have options within each one of those areas. If you're in Tamango, I'd recommend going kayaking down the Cochrane River, or there's a range of hikes around the river as well. Within the Chacabuco Valley, I'd say you're best to stay on foot and hike through the Lenga Forest, and then within Yenimeni, you can either go hiking or there's a number of mountain bike trails as well if you prefer. For me, my favourite day was in the Chacabuco Valley. We did a day hike around Laguna Altas, which is a high altitude lake. You start by walking through Lenga Forest, which is one of your best opportunities to see Wemel deer, and we were lucky enough to spot some as well. Then you circumnavigate the lake and it sits on this sort of plateau so you can look over the rest of the park. And you finish your hike by stopping at what was Doug Tompkins' favourite viewpoint in all of the park as well, and our guide brought us some snacks and a little beer to have up there too. There are a range of ways that you can experience Patagonia National Park, whether that's staying in the luxury lodge inside the park and doing day hikes and mountain biking and kayaking, or whether you want to do a multi-day trek and camp and see a number of the different areas throughout the park. But I think who this suits is someone who wants to try and get away from the more touristy areas of Patagonia. It is a quieter region. You can do a day hike and not see a single other person on any of the trails. So it's got a real exclusive feel to it. Conservation is part of Patagonia National Park's DNA. It's an area that was historically exclusively used as farmland and then has now been rewilded, and it's that rewilding effort and that dedication to conservation that is why you walk past Wanako on your way to breakfast and you can see Nandu in the park now, and it's got a growing population of puma, which is fantastic to see. Our team has all visited Patagonia National Park as well as the wider region of Aysen. So if you're looking to build out your perfect itinerary for this often overlooked part of Patagonia, speak to the experts, speak to Swoop.